What's going on, guys? Thank you for coming back for one more video with Forza Motorsport 7. Today what I want to go over is a few things that I do not like about this game. Now this game just came out, so we're all expecting it to be absolutely amazing with the way games are now in 2017. However, this game definitely has some flaws that were not anticipated before we actually bought the game or before I bought the game. So nothing's crazy. I still would recommend the game for the driving. That's the great part about it, is actually doing the racing, and the controls and performance of all the cars is absolutely amazing. But there are a few different things that I do have a little bit of an issue with. Number one actually being that there's still certain things in this game that are not available for us to do. As in the Forzathons, it's still coming soon. The leagues and also the auction house still coming soon. So it's been about 2 weeks now since I got the game, and these are still not available, so I don't know when they'll actually be available. But that's just a pain in the butt that I've paid all this money for this game and I can't access all that the game has to offer me. So that's number one. Number two is the game takes forever to load. And it doesn't matter whether you're trying to start a race or switch a race, it just takes a long time when you actually go to start a race. And there's a bunch of different loading screens. There's this screen, and then when I actually get into the race, it loads the track screen, and then it also loads, again, another screen that gives you another chance to basically do exactly what you just did in this screen. Just kind of set up the race. And then you have to push start, and then it loads, like sets the car up to the starting line. It just takes a while. So if you're trying to do a bunch of different races, like 10 races, it takes like a little bit longer than it should. So I'm gonna quit there. I'm not gonna start the race, but if you don't have a lot of time, you just want to kind of play, it just kind of gets annoying if you don't have patience. But other than that, I mean, it's not a crazy deal. Another part of the loading is when you go to buy a car, like just it's very glitchy and very all over the place. Like I'm going all the way over right now, and it's actually being pretty quick right now, but as you can see, it kind of slows down here and it gets a little bit glitchy, and then loading the cars take a little while as well. So again, not too big an issue, but it is definitely an issue. And then the next thing I want to talk about is kind of just the layout. Actually, we'll jump back into the buying the cars. The layout of this, it just kind of looks cheap and kind of looks like they took a step back compared to Forza Motorsport 6. I don't know if it's just me or not, but the cars just seem very, very cheap looking. Like the quality is not there, and this game is supposed to be all about quality. Now I've seen some new videos on other games like Gran Turismo coming soon, and the quality of the cars in the loading menu is just, it looks incredible. So I don't know if it's just me again. What I would have preferred, rather than having that like rotating little circle with the cars on it, is just more of a stationary screen where you can kind of see all the cars. As in, I'll show you an example, and this is how I buy my cars now, just because I like the screen better. Like I can't stand the other one, but see how they're all just stationary? They're all like perfect scale, they're all the same size. They did a really good job with this screen. I don't know why they didn't just use this sort of screen in the other place. Maybe some people like it, maybe some people don't, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what side you're on, but for me, this is a way better system or screen or layout compared to the other one. So that's one thing I was disappointed with as well. So we'll jump back into the main screen, and we'll go to something called Forza Vista, which if you've been playing Forza for quite a while, you know exactly what this is. But Forza Vista is a place where you can kind of just check out the entire car, all the way from the engine bay to the interior, to if the car doesn't have a front engine, then the trunk in the front. But you can just check out a bunch of different things, and normally what you would be able to do is there's little play buttons on it. Now this is a little bit of a step backwards. What I really enjoyed from Forza Motorsport 6 is you were able to jump in Forza Vista, and as you can see, that little top thing, Ferrari 488 GTB, it would give you a whole bunch of information on the car. Now in this game, for some reason, it's missing, and they don't have as many little play buttons on the car, so you get a lot less info. You don't get to see the car as much. Even with the engine, like going into the engine, it always gives you some engine specs in Forza Motorsport 6. However, in this game, what I've been noticing is, I don't know if they've completed the game or just kind of forgot to fix it, but you'll see in 1 second that the engine specs will pop up, but no information on it. So you can't see what size of engine, how much horsepower, the torque, anything like that. There's nothing underneath that right now, and that's a step backwards. It doesn't give you as much information on the car as we would want. And for me, who makes videos on these cars, that's definitely something that I want, where I can just go into the car, click play, and see all the different information on the car. So that's one thing that I'm not very pleased about either. But again, it's very minor details, so it's not a big issue. Next up, if you guys have seen a video that I just posted very recently about the prize crate opening, this is another issue I have. Now, I don't know why the best value says 14 days. Maybe the price will go up or whatnot. I don't know, but the issue I have with this is I was buying the $150,000 crates, and I was also buying the $300,000 crates. And between the two, I didn't see any difference really with what I actually won. There was a lot of the same prizes in both these crates, so I'm kind of curious why I would buy a $300,000 one when I can just buy a $150,000 one. I still don't really get it, even though it says, you know, chance for a legendary car. Is that the only difference? I don't know. Maybe there's out of every 100, there's one crate that has a legendary car, like a Bugatti or a Koenigsegg or something like that, where this one, it doesn't give you that sort of chance to win. I don't know, but as far as I'm aware, I opened at least 6 of each, and out of the 3 at the very top, there were hardly any differences. And when I came down here to this $150,000 one, I actually won better stuff. And I did this off video, but I won better stuff than I did these top 3. So I don't know what's up with that, but that's just another issue I have. I really liked the wheel spins in Forza Motorsport or Forza Horizon 3, just because it was random, and a lot of the time cars just popped up, really good cars. So next up, we have the very last thing that I'm kind of concerned about in this game, and it's actually to do with the car itself and the upgrades. So when you go to Upgrade Shop, what we used to have was you'd go and you'd upgrade your car however you want, and then at the end of it, you would go to the shopping cart. It'd give you your grand total, whether it was 70,000, 40,000, etc. So in this game, what happens is every time that you I'll jump into something that has maybe 3 different levels. So every time you jump into it, like I have this one right now, but if I wanted this one and I click A, it would give me the option of buying it right away. Now, if I wanted to buy this and then I made a mistake, let's say, and now I wanted this one when I didn't have it, now I just actually bought both of them and wasted a little bit of money. So that's one thing I don't like, because at the end of it, you've already spent all your money, so it literally just lets you get out. And then, yeah, so you literally can't make any mistakes, otherwise you're just short money. So that's another thing I don't like about the game. Other than that, the racing, everything like that is really cool. The tier thing, they came out with a tier thing in this game where you have to level up to get access to other cars, which was kind of cool, but really pointless, to be honest. Like, it was really easy to get up to the top 5 tier, so that wasn't a big deal. But still, just they kind of just added random things to this game just to kind of add more to it. That's it. There's no reason for it. But other than that, guys, yeah, that's some of the things I don't like. There's also many things that I do like in the games. Don't get me wrong, it is a great game, and I'll make a video on that as well. I'm really excited for the Forza-thons to come and the auction house as well, as I've said before. But I'm just not sure if it's a step back or if it's a step forward. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe and definitely like if this video was enjoyable to you. And guys, until next time, I will see you later. Peace!